Mellow greetings, Engineer Bob here. Welcome to Space Engineers, a sandbox building and survival game. Space Engineers has a lot of controls and menus that can create a steep learning curve for new players. Thankfully, the creators at Keen Software House have a few introductory scenarios for us to leverage. Let's go to New Game, and from the New Game menu, we can select the first jump. We'll tackle the basic controls and survival elements in the first jump scenario. It offers a linear story with action-packed gameplay. Let's begin. Mission 1, Contract. ROS-4 Lunar Orbit Station transmitted a request for maintenance before losing radio contact. The Sol Cooperative dispatched Engineer Bob to the station to investigate the communications interruption and conduct repairs. Ship Autolog, approaching destination, travel duration 576 hours. Initiating engineer resuscitation procedure. Telemetry AI being activated. Starting the cryochamber thawing process. And here we are. Now we have control over our character. We can use the mouse just to look around, and it's telling us we'll use F to exit. So we'll go ahead and do that. Here we have our engineer. And Goodbot here is the AI that is going to help us along the way. We can see in the chat, it's asking us to please go to the bridge. In the top left, we can see some of our goals. It says W, S, A, and D for basic movement. Moving the mouse will make us look around. If we want to go a little slower, we can use the caps lock. We can toggle our walk speed. Here we see that we're moving at 3 meters per second. Hitting caps lock again will enable us to run at 6 meters per second. We can also hold shift, and then we can sprint at 10 meters per second. Now that we have these basic controls down, let's go ahead and identify the bottom left of our bars. We have our health, our oxygen supply, our energy supply, and our hydrogen. Above that, we can see our helmet visor, our jetpack, our suit antenna, and our light. We'll be using these elements throughout our adventure. Next, we can see our hotbar. Our hotbar will have elements that we will add throughout the scenario. For now, it will be very limited. To the right of the hotbar, we can see that there is artificial gravity, planetary gravity, and we are seeing that the vehicle that we're in has an artificial gravity of 1. And that tells us how far we can jump and how much things will be accelerated in the direction that gravity is going. Below that, we can see O2 high and warm temperature. That tells us about the environment that we're in, and it will enable our engineer to survive. It will also influence how quickly our resources in our suit are depleted. Hitting V, as in Victor, will allow us to go into first-person mode, which we will utilize. We'll go ahead and proceed forward through this door. As we approach the door, it highlights yellow, and we will hit F to open the sliding door. Ahead, we see the bridge on the GPS marker. We will go ahead and follow that. As we enter in, we can see a med bay and some debris outside. Docking to the station is in progress. The station isn't responding to communications. Engineer, please prepare to disembark and commence station investigation. You can see more of the debris floating around the station and a bit of a fire going on. Definitely not a good situation, but that's why we've been dispatched. Please go to the airlock located at the lower decks. Since we've just come from this way, we'll utilize the airlock over here on the side. Since this is an airlock, I'm going to turn around and close the door behind myself. That way we don't vent the rest of the ship. This looks to be our small cargo area. Engineer, please remember to breathe oxygen. Oxygen is essential for astronaut performance. Thank you, good bot. I did not need to be told that. We'll use this dashboard over here. Highlighted in blue, can activate it to dispense an oxygen bottle from the connector. Looking at the bottle, we can press F again to pick up the oxygen bottle. Notice in the bottom left, we now have an oxygen bottle above our O2. Pressing I to get to the inventory, we can also see that an oxygen bottle has been placed in our inventory. If we miss the chat on the side, we can press Enter. This will allow us to type and see what was last said. Goodbot notifies us, warning, movement outside a pressurized environment without a helmet is not recommended. Thank you, Goodbot. If we miss chat over there, we can also press I and go to comms. This will allow us to see all the chat messages that were spoken to us in the global chat, which is where Goodbot is speaking. Pressing V to go to third person, we can see once again that our face visor is down. Pressing J will close it. Press V again to go back to first person mode. Let's go ahead and open the door. Proceed with caution. Falling off the station will result in a negative engineering performance report. The station seems to be having heavy system damage. Yes, I can see that from here. One of the great things about this game is some of the vistas you have here. You have a picture of an Earth-like planet, the moon, and the sun. You can also see some of the damage to the systems of the station from out here. For now, let's just go ahead and go through the airlock and evaluate what's been going on, since we've been set here to repair it. This is the airlock cycle panel. Let's go ahead and press this button. The door behind us is closed, and the vents above us are now pressurizing the space, allowing for the other door to be opened. Station designs indicate that the command center should be on the upper floor. Let's follow our waypoint and go that way. The yellow lights from fires around. We'll definitely need to extinguish some of those fires. For now, let's just go ahead and get to the control center, and we'll get some diagnostic reports. This bay that we are in is a pressurized environment, so we may lift our visor, but due to the unstable nature of the bay and the station, we should probably keep our visor down for now. These airtight hangar doors are not fully open. We'll have to use C to crouch. Another view of the bay from above, we can see sparks emanating from the ceiling. Definitely something that we'll have to put on that repair list. All of that white stuff was the oxygen venting out of our previous space. So we can see on the bottom of our hotbar that this is an unpressurized space. System safeguards won't allow the doors to open until pressurization has been restored. So we need to go ahead and seal this area off. We can start by closing the door from behind us. And we can see there's a lot of structural damage going on in here. Continue to the control panel, and we can seal off this area. These airtight hangar doors should help us seal that breach. There looks to be some structural damage above as well. Let's use the control panel to seal and pressurize. Blast doors are closing, preparing for pressurization. You see the doors from forward and above are now sealing. The vent on our right is now pressurizing the area, and we can see that the oxygen level and the temperature of the room are beginning to rise. Pressurization at 71 and climbing. Safeguard doors are opening. Continue to the command center. Hey there, buddy. You don't look too healthy. This is why you should always wear your helmet in an unpressurized environment. Let's continue to the command center. There's nothing that we can do for him right now.
No interchange.
Oh no, it seems that our suit has been damaged. We can see on the bottom left that the malfunction has been detected. Energy levels dropped. We need to repair the suit by visiting the recharge station. Here, at the medical bay, we can recharge our energy. Let's go ahead and approach it, look at the panel, see that it's highlighted in yellow, and press F to recharge. Now that we've recharged, we can see that our suit energy is back up to full. We have some components over here on the ground. We can pick those up, so we'll need them momentarily. Approach the door that's damaged and repair it. We automatically equipped our welder, which is in our hand currently, and placed on our number 1 on the hotbar. Let's approach the door and see what it has. We can see the sliding door's components that it's made out of by approaching it with a welder or a grinder in hand. We can see that the white components are ones that it already has, and the gray components are components that are still required. We were able to pick up some material from the ground, and it is now currently in our inventory. By using the left click on the mouse, we can tap it to add all components from our inventory to the desired item. So we could see the numbers increase. If we hold the left mouse button, we will continue welding, and the red bar will continue to fill from below where it was to the functional line. With the bar now filled above the functional line, we are able to open and close the door. Pressing 0 will give our hands free so that we can continue walking forward unobstructed. Is that my ship? Engineer, your ship has been critically damaged. Thank you, Goodbot. I can see that. Let's go ahead and emergency evacuation is recommended. I did not have to be told that. We'll go ahead and hit caps lock again so we can hurry up our stride, and let's make our way to these escape pods. That's secondary explosions happening outside. That's not good. Let's go ahead and open this door rapidly and proceed through here to the escape pods. I don't like the looks of that, so let's keep going. No thank you. All right, we are in an unpressurized environment. It's a good thing we had our visor down. It looks like we'll have to jump. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a running start. We'll hold shift to sprint, run, and space to jump. And once again, and the 1 times gravity, we'll be able to jump a little more accurately. If we are in a lower gravity, it can be difficult to judge. This looks like someone's actively attacking the station. We should probably expedite our exfiltration. We'll hit C to crouch under and continue our way out. Escape pod 07 is ready. It's through here. We'll look at the seat and press F to enter it. Good bot, get me out of here. Reports of conflict confirmed. ROS station has been attacked and destroyed by an unknown group. Engineer ship destroyed. And there we have it. The completion of the first jump. Mission 1. Contract. Bob, an engineer from the Sol Cooperative, was dispatched to the ROS Lunar Orbit Station to commence repairs. After almost a month of space travel in stasis, he awakens to find the station in ruins. During his diagnostics and environmental stabilization, the station comes under attack. Bob's engineering ship is destroyed, and he's forced to evacuate the station on the last pod out. What mysteries will unfold on the next mission?